What to watch on Netflix tonight? So I was bored at work before the pandemic. So I asked a coworker, you know, what to watch. So like she goes, "Oh yeah, Dirty John is cool, and you should watch the show called You." So one of my other coworkers, he turns around like, "Yo, you gotta watch You gotta watch You." So I watched it. And it kind of went viral. Like, a lot of people was posting about it on Instagram and whatnot. But I used to have the debate, you know, from season one to season two. Were you Team Beck or were you Team Love? And initially, I was Team Beck, but I understand the people that is Team Love, why they're Team Love. You know what I mean? But with this, I wanted to talk about the must-watch season three. So season three, in my opinion, is the best this season. And you can watch them independently if you haven't seen them, or you can just binge watch one, two, and three. But season three is where Joe and Love have a baby. You know what I mean? And in Joe, he believes that in season two is told that it was going to be a girl. But then when the baby's born, it's a boy. So Joe is in his bag. He's conflicted between being in a monogamous relationship and being the provider for his newly born son, and his inner demon of being a sexual deviant. You know what I'm saying? Getting super obsessed. Stalker vibes. So when the season starts off, he has a crush or an obsession with the next door neighbor who is in I believe, a dysfunctional marriage with her workaholic husband. So, Joe is, fantasizing about her and, kind of stalking her at the library. And he gets the opportunity to hook up with her. She throws himself at him, and Joe, he declines. He kisses her like, nah, he can't do this. He wants to do right by Love. So Love, you know, kills the next door neighbor because she's a sociopath serial killer herself. And, then Joe works at, obviously they cover it up. They do what they do, typical you fashion. And they cover it up. But the next door neighbor, her husband, he is distraught. He gets, cameras everywhere throughout the city, the neighborhood, and stuff like that. And he believes that one of the neighbors or somebody in the neighborhood killed his wife. And obviously, he's right because the murder was next door. So Joe is volunteering and working at the library, and the head librarian is this cute, sexy black chick who fighting for custody of her daughter, and with her going custody battle with her ex. So Joe, he bonds with her because they both grew up on the wrong side of the trailers, and she likes Joe, that he's not this rich snobby guy, and obviously this is his new obsession. She has a kid, he has a kid. They're both necessarily not happy in their current situations. So Joe is dealing with Love and her craziness, and I'm definitely Team Joe, and I'm Team the black librarian chick. So Joe, like Love, she is this guy, him and his wife, their kids give Joe and Love's baby like the measles or something like that. So Love hits him over the head, and they keep this guy hostage, and they're trying to find dirt on him, and he hangs himself. So then they set it up like he killed the next door neighbor to try to frame this guy. So Um, there's this another couple, this black lady and this white guy who was super into like, fitness and outdoor stuff. They try to be on some, swinger shit, and then Love finds out. She knows that Joe is obsessed with somebody else, so she freaks out, and they're downstairs and in the house, and she's like, "Oh, I killed such and such," and then like the swinger couple hears them, and then they put them in the cage. They're like, "Yo, we'll let who whatever shoots the other person, we'll let them off the cage." So then the wife shoots the husband in the ass and all this crazy stuff. But like this season obviously comes to a dramatic end where Love is gonna kill Joe and gonna kill the lady that he's cheating with. And then Joe kills her ex so she can get custody, and Joe does what Joe does. You know what I'm saying? He's always with the ish. Joe likes to smoke. And Joe knows that Love is in the wit's end. This relationship with two serial killers. Someone's gonna try to kill the other person, which Joe obviously tried to kill her in season 2. Spoiler alert. But she's like, "No, I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant." So Joe doesn't do it. So she paralyzes Joe, and he was able to. He killed her. He cut off his toe. He gave the baby up he gave the baby to one of his other coworkers who adopted kids at the library. This blind guy and his husband, and he left town and killed Love. Which, I guess she had to die. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's going to be a season 4. It's going to be epic. Joe is single again. So, next season it's going to be crazy. And, like, this season was really good because you really got to see, Love murder multiple people. And she was cheating on him with the next door neighbor's son and, the Baker thing. And she just was really with it. And this was being all types of crazy. And her mom is nuts. And you've seen the dynamic between the mom, who kind of became an alcoholic, was trying to lightweight kidnap their son, and then Joe trying to navigate being a father for the first time. You know what I'm saying? But Joe, he's still for the smoke. He ended up, saying, putting his son on the doorstep, murdering Love, and he can't be stable. Joe is a hopeless romantic, but can't stay out of his own way to necessarily find love. But I think throughout the season he's falling for more women with depth. I was Team Beck, just to talk about her just for a little bit, but she was like the typical girl in the social media, has very toxic friends. She's with the cheating, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I was, when I had watched You season 1 the second time, she was, talking with Joe. They was hooking up, and then she, like, randomly hooked up with this bartender, which was, like, so extra and unnecessary. So then I was like, I understand people who was Team Love, but I couldn't get past Love because obviously she was a serial killer. She murdered her husband, you know what I'm saying? She murdered the Joe's first girlfriend before Beck, and her brother's boo and stuff like that.